So this is the new guy, huh?
Yes, Robert. He sells me drugs. He's like you. Very much like you.
What's up, bub? I used to sell drugs to this guy. We're
Man.
friends.
I don't really care about that.
Damn it, Chris! This is what it looks like. You see it? This is what love looks like. When a drug dealer and a client love each other. You should take a moment. Feel it. Before you drop dead, you scumbag.
Man, why are you in a wheelchair?
I'm a fucking X-Man.
Should I cut his ass?
No. You wouldn't charge a wheelchair man for his medicine, would you?
Dude, you know I'm gonna need that money.
Cut this motherfucker! Show him your power. Show him your power. Ultimate power. Hey everyone, welcome to Room 666. Today we're going to be reviewing Logan. I'm here with my guest reviewer, Robert Macias, who is a designer and owner of Otherworld Shop.
Hey! Hey! The movie's actually starring Patrick Stewart, Daphne King, and me, Hugh Jackman.
Alright, we're here and we're reviewing Logan. I just want to let everyone know that the weasel's loose. The weasel's out. The spoiler weasel is running free. So it's an all spoiler review. First and foremost, what was your favorite scene?
Well, I mean, that intro when they first introduced Logan, I thought that was going to be my favorite scene. But then when they're actually out in the forest and they just bury Charles, freaking that
Very
scene.
sad.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a very sad and intense scene, and you think that it's going to go one way, and it totally doesn't, and it just goes in a completely 180, and I don't know, I just had a lot of feels.
My favorite scene out of the whole film is the scene where they're at that casino hotel and Professor X has that seizure when Wolverine is out buying supplies. And so when he has seizures in the film, like everybody around him pretty much like stops. Like his brain just goes crazy. It's like everyone freezes and they're like frozen and they're like pretty much like they can't breathe and they're like dying slowly.
Paralysis.
And they're paralyzed. And so basically Wolverine has to like crawl like through that,
And
like push through that.
And he's the only one that could actually withstand it.
Right, yeah, he's the only one who could like move in it. And he's going through the casino and then he's going through the hotel like with his claws like on the wall. And then you see like the guys that are attacking Xavier and they're frozen. And like one of them like sees him coming like all in slow motion, you know? And then that's when like Wolverine's like fucking just like going up to them and just like literally just like putting his claws through their heads, like going through them and just getting like, because he has to put in medicine for Xavier.
Yeah.
That was my favorite scene. Well, I guess we'll get into your favorite character.
The Weasel. No, Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart is the man in this movie.
And that's why I think that scene that you were talking about is good, because he plays Professor X so well throughout the movie that you feel really sad when that happens, because you're sad for a guy who's like, before he was such a dignified and strong person, and now he's like at his lowest point and stuff. Did you cry?
I was on the verge of tears. I was like, holy shit, dude! Like, and I mean, you got to sit back and think this is a superhero movie.
All right, let's fucking get the claws out and talk about the Jackman. He does an amazing job. He does the character a huge service. He sends him out with a fucking huge bang. The thing I like best about his performance is that even though the movies before this movie aren't really that good, like the other Wolverines and then some of the X-Men, I mean, you know,
Cleans the slate.
you feel the history of his Wolverine throughout those movies in this movie, like the way he portrays it.
Oh hell yeah! Every fight scene he ever did, every scene he was ever in was in this movie, and you felt it, you seen it, and it was portrayed nicely.
Yeah, he sends it off like in the sort of the way I think Patrick Stewart does too, that you can feel his sort of history. The way that Hugh Jackman is able to show kind of how he still really cares for Charles Xavier, but he's still burdened by having to take care of him and do all that stuff. He has to like put the insulin in him and like watch him because he's kind of demented and going around crazy and stuff.
That was the Odd Couple feel that I was kind of. It was cool to see because
it was funny, but not in like a goofy way.
Yeah, and I mean these are two characters that you in a sense grew with throughout the entire story, even though they kind of introduced a younger version of Xavier. Logan, on the other hand, has been playing Logan the entire time, and to see them in this light, the picture that they painted, it was very humbling. It was very like, I don't know, it was like the end of an era.
Yes, it was. It definitely was. That's what it felt like too.
Yeah.
Especially because of the way they both played it.
Yeah.
They weren't like they actually cared. They weren't just like, oh, this is just gonna be our last movie. Who cares? It
wasn't
really
Last
trying.
Stand.
Yeah, it wasn't Last Stand or X-Men Origins.
Speaking of which, Daphne King.
She was fucking amazing. I was kind of scared because I don't usually like care for kid actors. They don't always do the best.
Yeah.
But she was really good. What did you think of her? How did you?
I mean, at first, like, I didn't know what to think because that just came out of nowhere. Didn't really know who she was, but
yeah, she's new, I think. Yeah.
Crazy. Like, I didn't even know she was gonna speak Spanish.
Oh yeah, that was super cool
like,
too.
Yeah.
Just even the parts when she's not speaking, she just seems like older than she is. She brings like a really like worldly like she's been through a lot, you know,
which her character has.
Right.
Like, and you could sense that with the way she actually brings the character to light.
All her fight scenes and when she fucks people up is
Crazy.
amazing. She's like slices fucking heads off. Like,
she made a good duo with Logan.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. So basically, we're giving this movie 6 claws up, right? 6 claws up and a shing.
That's what I'm talking about, baby boy.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about the director, James Mangold. He did the Wolverine before this one, and he didn't do a good job on that to make me believe that he was gonna do a good job on Logan, but he does a fucking fantastic job. He brought out the claws. Mangold brought out the fucking claws. Logan is part of the X-Men universe. It's kind of its own standalone film. He did Kate and Leopold, which stars Hugh Jackman, and Liev Schreiber was in the first Wolverine X-Men Origins as Sabretooth with Hugh Jackman. So that's his universe. The Kate and Leopold universe he has. I'm not sure when he's going to get it started up again, but it's, he should get on that. And if you haven't checked out this director's other work, you should check out Walk the Line, because that's also part of the Mangold universe, because that's about Johnny Cash, and he uses the Johnny Cash song Hurt in the Logan trailer, and even at the end of Logan he uses a Johnny Cash song, so that's all part of that universe with Kate and Leopold as well. Yeah, you could look that up. It's online and stuff. It's not stuff that I'm just making up now. I hurt myself today. Oh man, Logan is a hard R, which means there's lots of violence, lots of gory violence, and there's lots of curse words. They say things like fuck and shit. I thought you went home. What are you doing here?
No, it's time. It's time.
What the fuck are you doing? You can't be here right now.
No, it's time to take
Chris!
your message.
Chris! Somebody help me! What the fuck?
How many times do I have told you? You gotta take your medicine, Charles.
Alright, in conclusion, everyone just go fucking see Logan, obviously. It's a fucking great movie. You've probably already seen it already. We could have probably done a fucking 5-hour fucking video about how good this fucking movie was, and I'm gonna keep saying fucking in honor of the rated R and all the fucking that is in fucking Logan. Professor X says fucking a lot. Also, if you want to check out fucking Robert's stuff, go to the fucking link below. Please subscribe to Room 666. It's fucking a pleasure to have you here. Please watch our videos all the time. Go see fucking Logan. Give it all your money. Mangold. Give the man the gold.